Thanks for coming by and listening to this video. It's to remind you to subscribe and why. At Rapport International, we provide high quality language services, which include written translations like websites, social media, product packaging, legal contracts, package inserts, instructions for use, anything that's written that has to be high quality. And we do spoken interpretation, which can be telephone, video, in person, or conference interpreting. And we want to make sure that you look good and you're growing. So if you're interested in growing your company and finding new markets or finding ways to attract, engage, and delight new audiences that are going to help you sell more into more target markets for more frequent purchases and increase your business, then this is the place that you want to be to find out how to do it across languages and cultures. And so even in the United States, if you're selling just in English, turn around and look around your neighborhood or look around the country. There may be some languages that you could add into your marketing to naturally just increase your sales. So if you found this, I'm assuming that you're thinking about international business, and that is really smart because companies that do international business have higher revenues, higher profits, higher salaries, higher valuations, and they're more stable. And so this is all research from the US Department of Commerce, and they recognize this. And we import so much more than we export here in the United States that they have a lot of free programs, free consulting, introductions. Each of the states has grants that can help pay for your visits to trade shows or for paying translations. Those grants have paid for our services. And so on these videos on YouTube, what I want to do is help educate you so you realize that there's a whole market out there and how you go about doing it. I'll be talking about strategy, how you think about which market to get into, how you can really connect with your audience and who your ideal customer profile is. We'll be talking about process. You don't want it to be knee-jerk reaction or not have a thought process about how you're going to go about doing something to make sure you include all the things that you need to do. We'll talk about technology. Are the machine translation platforms good? Or should you avoid them? Or are there instances where they make sense to use? And then we'll talk about quality, the different levels of quality, particularly in translation. Our goal is to edutain you. So that means we're going to educate and we're going to entertain you. So there's a lot of knowledge that is out there about how to do good quality, how to accept international payments, how to find distributors, how to make connections in a market. So every time I have information on this, I'll share. There'll be especially deep knowledge on how to get good translations, how to expect what you'll be paying for translation, how to find an interpreter, how to know whether your translator interpreter is actually saying what you're saying, and how to control the situation to make sure that you feel comfortable with the quality. Also be talking about connections and resources, like where to go to find these resources in the United States for the Department of Commerce or through your state trade export agencies. And if you're international, that's great. We'll talk about the consulates and we'll talk about the embassies and what resources that they have there for you to open in new markets. There's a lot of information about how to enter the United States and how to market here because it's different than many parts of the world because the market is so big. And then we'll share tidbits. I've got a list of them here and we put them out on social media all the time. One that I like is, do you make up your own portmanteaus? Do you even know what that means? What those are words that are made from shortening and combining two other words into one. So an example is brunch, one of my favorite meals. You take breakfast and you eat it at lunch and you call it brunch. Or how about a motel? It's a motor hotel, one of those that you drive up and you have your room. We just call it a motel. Or carjack is another one, when somebody hijacks your car or steals your car. So these can be very difficult to translate, yet there's ways to do that to make sure it's caught accurately and you allow enough white space in your document to capture it. And this goes across all languages. So whether you're going into, out of English or other languages, you need to know that. So subscribe to the channel. I'll point to the button. It's either down or up or to the left or right. Remember to subscribe. We'll be releasing these frequently. Love to have your feedback and your comments on them. If you want to reach out, you can go to our website, Rapport Translations, and send a message into me saying, hey, can you do a video about this? Love this to be an interaction. I just know I get asked a lot of questions that are very similar. And so we'll do these videos to help answer those for you. So Wendy Pease, Rapport International, thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, or you can keep watching. And don't miss out on new posts by subscribing to our channel. And if you want to talk to Rapport International about all your translation and interpretation needs, or about growing your business into new markets, use the link below for a free 30-minute consultation.